Okay, now we're going to go through the final weekly report, which is the weekly job growth report. So aim of this one is to focus on how much revenue, how many jobs coming in, and also quotes and the quote count as well. Okay, once this one has a job profit and loss that you're going to grab, very similar to the other two for cash flow and profitability. And also a new one, we're going to do the input quote list report as well. Okay, so we'll start off with the one that we've already been through before. We'll go job profit and loss. Okay, so once again, we go to Ascora, job profit and loss. And what we'd be looking at here is, let's say we're just doing an analysis of the previous month's worth of jobs come through, right? So we've got all that already populated there. Once again, get rid of that group by job type. We don't want that. Okay, and it's presented it all here. Once again, we go to the three dots, go to the columns, make sure we select every single column. Make sure you select them all or else it'll throw out the spreadsheet. And just do a second run just for the safety. Okay, and then we're going to go export to Excel. Make sure we enable editing. Go to the very first A2. Once again, Control Shift right arrow takes you right across. Control Shift down arrow. Once again, we're avoiding that last line, which has all the totals. So we're just going to go copy. We go back here, back to A2, and right click values only. Once again, we can double check we've done that right if the dates are showing correctly, which they are, which is fantastic. Okay, so that's that one done. Now we're going to go to the input quote list report. So we'll go to reports. I think this one's right down the bottom. There we go. Quote list report. Select that. Once again, this one will make sure that all job types, all quote types for the previous month. That's great. That's everything we need. We're going to go run the report, and here they are. Once again, we're going to make sure that every single column is selected, except this one's got a bit of a weird one. It's got this odd little thing here. So just avoid that one, but all the rest are right to go. It should be a lot, I believe. Yeah, that's a whole lot. Okay, so we go export to Excel. Open that one. Enable editing. And we go to A2. Once again, Control Shift, right arrow. And we keep going across with that right arrow again and again and again until we get, well, we might have got to the last, well, we've gone too far. So we'll come back, yeah, and we'll just go across to those ones there, right, till we get to the last header. Control Shift down. Once again, we avoid the bottom line, copy, we go back, and now once we're in A2, we go right click, values only. We can see we've done it right because the dates have turned up. Okay, at that point, I would be saving. Okay, so let's have a look across at what this gives us. We're going to refresh, right click, refresh. Okay, and what we're going to do is, it's got different, you can sort by customer type or by lead source or even job type as well. So what we'll do for now is we're just going to right click on here and you'll see that there's expand collapse, so we can collapse the entire field. and that drops everything back, right? So what we can see here is these are the job revenue figures that have come through, right? Based upon jobs created from the 4th of the 7th through to the 27th of the 9th, okay? And you can go through there, you can see job by job what has happened there, okay? For the same time period, it's got job counts, so you can see what's going on there as well. Just avoid that 0. We can get rid of those. Those are just dodgy data. Once again, we can just collapse. You can see collapse and type field there, and you can see what's going on there, grand totals, what's happened when, etc. Okay. Quotes will give you much the same thing. You hit refresh on these. Collapse entire field, and once again, you can see these are all the quotes that have gone out, and you can bust those down and see by status as well, how many were sent to client, how many were won, how many were lost, etc. So that's all in there as well. All right, so that gives you an idea of your volume that's coming through, as well as this one here, which does the exact same again and shows you quotes for that period. So it's just a useful one to help you get a feel for basically how much work is coming through in what time frame.